dusty back road where the tumbleweeds roll. There's a wandering soul with stories to unfold. With his worn out boots and his raggedy hat, Zach's got a YouTube channel sharing tales like that. He's a modern day troubadour, a poet of the streets, a wanderer of small towns, where life's rhythm beats from the hills of Tennessee to a Georgia bar shack. Zach finds the heart and soul that the world may often lack. Small town America is where the stories reside. Zach's searching for the magic in every nook and every side. With his camera in hand and a song in his heart, he's bridging the distances, bringing us closer with his art.
Get in the truck, small town America.
Okay. So what I've found to be true about horses, because I do clinics all over the nation, and I'll ride every horse in the clinic. And I hear stories just like what you said. Well, hates men, hates black cowboy hats, hates spurs, hates mustache like that. I've heard every excuse in the book. But when I go to that horse, it's clean slate. So it's just like the Lord dealing with us on a daily basis. You know, he doesn't expect perfection, right? I don't expect perfection out of my horses, even my world champion horses that I train. I don't care about perfection or being better than you were yesterday. How many times have you guys heard 1% better every day? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's a load I can't put on these animals or myself, right? All I expect is try. And if I'm going to get along with this horse, its track record up to this moment doesn't matter anymore, right? This horse got a clean slate. All I expect is some try and some trust. And that's all God expects from us, right? He knows we're incapable of perfection. I don't even demand you're better than you were yesterday, but I just expect some try. Just try it for me. That's all I want. Just try it a little bit for me. So when people give me the story, well, this horse hates men, hates cowboy hats, all that stuff. If I bring that expectation with me to that horse, that's what I'm going to get. But if I say, you know what, today's a brand new day. We can start over right here, right now, and I'll show you that I can be around you, and it ain't gonna cost you nothing. So that's how I approach problem horses. Because everybody's got the rap sheet, right? You know, and we go to that horse with that expectation. That's dang sure what we're gonna get, right? But if I go, I don't care what you did yesterday, or last year, or last week, doesn't matter. Today's a brand new day, so let's see what we can do. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And that is what she's here to see today.
Okay. So horses, she hates men, right? Hates cowboy hats, right?
Yep.
Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Let's see how bad you hate me there, little gray. You hate me? What's my expectation of this horse?
Just to try.
Just to try. It ain't gonna cost you. Okay. Horses have a hot spot right here. You watch her eye, her head, her demeanor. See that? See how she dropped her head right there? I ain't even touched her yet. And then I back off. Okay. Are you a cowboy hat man hater? See what I mean? She starts to draw that big deep breath right there. Okay. But see, if I come at this horse with aggression, right, and expectation of her bad behavior, things are not going to go well. But if I change my energy and my thought and my heart towards this, things go much, much, much better. Isn't that right? So is this what you expected right here?
That part, no, not at all. For her to drop her head quickly like she did, no.
Right.
Normally, it's I'm gonna get bigger than you.
Right. So, but what I do, I brought myself down here, and I just waited on her. I said, "You can bring it down here with me."
No.
So as long as I just ease around her and don't demand a whole lot, and just say, "Hey, can we kind of partner up a little bit here?" It's not going to cost you anything, sister. So that tells me right off the bat, this horse ain't as bad as what she's been labeled.
Exactly, she's not.
So, not to be boastful, but I've won 11 world championships in ranch versatility. The horse that I won the absolute most money on ever was a Mustang that I didn't even have 30 days of training on. So here's a horse that's not bred for it, not built for it, isn't supposed to be doing anything, isn't supposed to do anything good, and in one event I won $10,000 on that horse. So obviously she's not too stressed out about the cowboy and the cowboy hat, right?
No, this
You
is
okay, darling? You okay?
this is different
You all right?
from her normal.
You okay? You're all right. Ain't gonna cost you nothing. You know what? She's a little uncomfortable. And not because of me. You gonna lay down again, sister? Alright. You okay? There you go. So she's standing here resting the leg.
This is not her normal. Like, I'm not joking. This is not her normal.
Well, like I said, it's a brand new day.
It is.
Clean slate. I didn't have any expectation other than a good outcome. Does that make sense?
It does.
You're okay. All right.
Are you? Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, hey there, small town America. Greg, man, we got to see a little bit of action in here of what you do with horsemen. Tell me just a little bit of how, because we see a lot. We see Yellowstone, we see all of these people. They rush out and they think, hey, I got to get a horse. And then they run into problems. Tell everybody a little bit about what you just did with that horse and what the common mistake is when you just go out and grab one.
Well, a lot of people, when they run out to get a horse, they end up going to a trainer, and I'm a professional trainer. It's what I do for a living, trainer and a clinician, but unfortunately there's some unsavory characters in the business, and they don't care about anything but selling the horse, right? They don't worry about the matching of it, you know. So a lot of people will buy a horse and not know what they're getting into, and then they have troubles. You know, they can't ride, they don't have the right equipment, they don't know the first thing about it. I do horsemanship clinics nationwide, coast to coast, and I run into everything you can imagine. And about the time I think I've seen everything, I'll see
There's something new
new.
there.
Right.
Where can people reach out if they need some help with their horse, or they just have a question?
I've got all my social media stuff, but the easiest way is Greg Robinson Horsemanship, my Facebook page, and Greg D. Robinson, my personal Facebook page. You know, and people can reach out to me through Messenger there. And I even have people from the other side of the pond send me videos to say, hey, I got a problem. I'll say, show me what you got, you know. And I do clinics nationwide. I do things a little bit differently than most. There's a lot of ego in my business. I mean, that's the number one problem with trainers is ego. And people train with their ego instead of training with their heart. And just like with this little horse over here, the lady says, hates men, hates cowboy hats. I go over and did a little energy work with it, which is a real thing. Horses pick up on energy big time.
Right.
And next thing you know, the horse just lays down. It's
Right,
so relaxed.
right,
so, I do things a little different than most.
All right, guys, you know our motto, get in the truck, go check Greg out. If you have a question, there's never a stupid question.
Never.
We're very proud of what it means to be a cowboy. It means to be a great horseman. It means to be a great steward of the land. But where did we learn those horsemanship skills and those stewardship skills? We learned them from our friends, the American Indians, that came before us and settled the world, and we are honored to have with us tonight a gentleman that represents the Lakota Nation from South Dakota. Not only is he a former bull rider and a proud cowboy, but he's even more proud of his American Indian heritage. He lives the cowboy life and the American Indian culture, and each day the good Lord has blessed him with. And tonight he will bless us with a presentation of an American Indian blessing song in the language of his people from the Horse Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Mr. Mo Brings Plenty. Beautiful job, Mo. Thank you.